Record. Yom. Let's do the Yom for today. Oh, we didn't have it. Here it goes. Yes. Okay, HaYom. Chabad. We'll do today's and tomorrow's, God willing. Okay, the Tzemach Tzedek writes, these are sayings by the previous Lubavitcher Rebbe, which were gathered together by our Rebbe and put into book form, pamphlet form, called the HaYom. HaYom means every day. The Tzemach Tzedek writes, Tzemach Tzedek is the third Rebbe of Chabad. The Tzemach, one second, something's wrong with it. This is, yeah, okay. Oh, my pointer. There we go. The Tzemach Tzedek writes that the love which is expressed in what King David said in the Psalms, the imcha lo chafatzti, it says, imcha lo chafatzti, I don't want anything except for you. Imcha, to be anything with you, I don't want. I want only you. To be imcha means something that's with you, all the spiritual worlds that are with God. I don't want those things. It means a person should desire nothing other than God himself, the creator, the giver of the Torah. You shouldn't desire heaven or even anything in the physical world. It doesn't mean that those things are bad. Those things are good, but that's not the goal. Not the upper heaven, the lower heaven. These are just created. These are creations of God. And it says they were created with one letter of God's name, the letter Yud. Our love is supposed to be directed only to God alone, because there really is nothing except for God. God is creating everything. Everything you see in the world is a creation of God. So everything you see just reflects God's greatness and God's love and God's kindness and God's power. So therefore, why love something in the world? The spiritual worlds are also just creations of God. And for God, it's no more difficult than to create the upper heavens than it is to create a peanut shell or something. It's all just creations. It's equally different for us also. Just think about it. A human being can't create anything. So it's equally as difficult for us to create a stone as it is to create all of the heavens, the spiritual world. All of these were just created with the Yud. God creates the whole business. Who should we love? We should love God alone. His very being and essence. That's who took us out of Egypt. That's who gave us the Torah. This was actually expressed by my master and teacher, the Alter Rebbe, the first Rebbe, when he was in a state of, this is the third Rebbe speaking. The third Rebbe was the grandson of the first Rebbe. Sometimes when the Alter Rebbe would be thinking about praying, he would say, I don't want anything. I don't want your heaven. I don't want your world to come. I only want you alone. That's what he would say. Ich will gar nicht. Ich will nicht dein Gan Eden. Ich will nicht dein Olam Haba. Ich will no dear line. Only you alone. Good Yonto, we all be inscribed and sealed for a good year in the study of Chassidut. That's what we're doing. And in the ways of Chassidut, that's what I hope we all do after we finish the class, in the ways of Chassidut. That is today. Now let's do tomorrow, Shabbat. Today is 19th of Kislev. This is a letter from my father. This is the previous Rebbe speaking about his father, who was the fifth Rebbe of Chabad, Rebbe Rashab, from my father. On the 19th day of Kislev, which is the festival which God redeemed our soul in peace, Para B'Sholom Nafshi, and our soul's illumination and vitality were given to us. In other words, on the Yutet Kislev, that's when we have the ability to really think about God and in ways that will inspire us to love God and to fear God and to fix up the world, that we connect ourselves to what God really wants from us. That on that day, light and life were given to us. This day is the Rosh HaShanna for Chassidut. Just like on Rosh Hashanah, man was created. The first man was created 5,700, 84 years ago. Man was created. And this is the first day when also man, the purpose of man is created, revealed. This is the Rosh Hashanah of Chassidut given to us by our forefathers identical with the teachings of the Baal Shem Tov. That's what the first Rebbe of Chabad revealed. This is the day that God, you began the world, the creation of the world. It was really the day that God created man. It was really the sixth day of creation. But this is really, things really began when man was created, because man was created to bring the world to meaning, to bring blessing to the world. And that's what the Yud Tet Kislev did, is it made us aware of how to bring blessing to the world, what the world really is, the fulfillment of the true intention behind the creation, why God is creating the world, why God put man on earth. Why are we here? In order to call forth the revelation of the light of the inside of the Torah. We're here in the world to reveal the inside meaning, the life of the Torah. On this day, on Yud Tet Kislev, that's going to be tomorrow, that light is called forth in a general way for the whole entire year. This is a spiritual light of the purpose of the creation of the world, which can only be revealed through the Torah. That light was revealed, begun on Yud Tet Kislev. Just like man was created on Rosh HaShanna, this is the day when the godly soul is activated on this day. And it is our duty on this day to awaken our hearts with an innermost elemental desire and will, the very core of our heart, that God should illuminate our souls with the light of the inside of the Torah. That's what Chassidut is, talking about the inside, the godliness in the Torah. Like it says, "Me'amamakim koraticha Hashem." From my depths of my heart, I call to you, God. To elicit the depth and the innerness, the inside of God's Torah, the mysteries of God's Torah, and the mysteries of God's commandments, from the innerness and the essence, mystery of God Himself, to illuminate the inside, the mystery, the inside essence of our souls. That all of our being, including the total existence, the existence and extensions, should be devoted to God alone. See, God created the world in a way that He was concealed. He concealed Himself. The world is good. The world is very good. But God concealed Himself. I want to say something after this on how Chassidut revealed what really the essence of godliness is, that how do you say, knocks down all the other religions and ideas. Just 1 second. We have to banish from inside of us any of the natural traits that are evil and unworthy and selfish. Instead, all of our works and efforts, namely our prayer, learning Torah, doing commandments, everything we do in the world should be with sincere intention for the sake of serving our Creator like God wants. God's creating us every instant. We should be every instant interested in repaying Him. That's called tshuva, returning our debt to Him. May God, the merciful Father, have compassion on us and lead us on a good and righteous path, that we should see His faith in righteousness and upright. Okay, good. That is the point. I would just like to say something. Chassidut stresses three basic things, and that is that the world is good. Essentially, that the world is good. And it comes from the Torah. It says that God created the sixth day, and the sixth day God saw that everything was good. But Chassidus explains what it means that the world is good. What is the good that's concealed in the world that He wants us to be revealed? Chassidus teaches us that human beings are good. Every man is created in the image of God. And the Jews are supposed to teach this. The Jews are chosen to teach this. We have a godly soul, and that shows can illustrate what it means to be the image of God. So the world is essentially good, and every human being is essentially good. And the third thing is that God is close to us, closer than we can possibly imagine. He's creating us. So Chassidut teaches, and only Chassidut teaches, there's other branches of Judaism that they don't agree with this. Chassidut teaches that every human being is good, that the world is good, and that God is infinitely close. And that is a message for all mankind, and that is a message which basically, disproves or removes any sort of validity of any of the other religions or philosophies or whatever, because all of them teach that the world is bad. You got to go to heaven. And Chassidut teaches, no, the world is very, very good. and it teaches you how the world is good, the potential, like we just finished learning, to elevate the dust of Esav. Chassidut teaches that every human being is good, what the soul is, that every human being has a purpose in the world, especially the Jews. And the Jews are here to awaken that purpose. But the purpose is there, just waiting to be revealed, to serve God and what God is. Only Chassidut reveals that. All the religions in the world say it's not so. Only if you believe like us are you good. If not, then you're finished. You don't know. There's nothing good hidden inside of people. And Chassidut says that God is infinitely close. That's what it means that God is one. And if you read the translation, not the commentary of Rashi on that sentence, it's a sentence in the Torah in Parshas Et Chanan. Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. Rashi says, listen, Jews, now God is only our God. Only we Jews believe how close God is, how good God is, that there's nothing except for God, that God is one. He's creating everything. Only we know it. But in the future, Hashem Echad, the whole world will know it. And that's what Chassidut teaches. That's why the teachings of Chassidut come to spread this awareness of God, the awareness of the good of the world, and the awareness of good of every human being to the whole entire world. Only Chassidut does it, and Chassidut is going to do it and succeed in the whole entire world. That's what Yud Tet Kislev accomplished. And now let us, 1 second, I hope this was recorded. Here we go.